Hey there, welcome to my channel. Cher here. Today I wanted to do a video and share 5 tips I had on selling your journals. Now, I'm not the biggest seller in the world, but I have sold every journal that I put up for sale. So I felt qualified enough to say a little bit about it because I've researched it a lot. Because I'm just going to be talking today. So as a background, I just have these digitals. This is a new digital set in my shop. Vintage Ephemera Society Vintage Grunge, I think it's called. And so I just thought I'd use that as a backdrop. But since this is mostly going to be talking, I just wanted something there. So my first tip, and this is a little nitpick too with me, so is the amount of pictures that people put up. If you're trying to sell your journal, you need to put up as many pictures as the place where you're trying to sell it allows. Like Etsy allows 10, eBay allows 12, and Facebook, well, now you can't put up as many as Facebook allows because I think they don't have a limit. But I would put up at least as much as Etsy has. Because if you're trying to sell your journal for $35 or $135, you know that if you were trying to buy it, you would want to see every picture that you possibly could of that product because you can't hold it in your hands. So I just never understand why I see a journal with 3 pictures. It's a lot of them have just the cover and you can't really even see the inside. So you want to open those journals up, use something to hold down the pages, take pictures of the inside, take as many pictures as you have time to take and put them up there. And especially for those people that are trying to sell their journals for $150, $135, I mean, you want somebody to put down that much money, you want them to see everything. And I know that you might do a video on it, but some people might not go to look at the video. Some people might not know, like if you're on Etsy, they might not know how to copy and paste so they can go see the video. So it's just really good practice to just use as many pictures as you possibly can of your journal. And the first one should always be the cover. So I'll get into that in a minute. The second tip I have is once you have put your journal up for sale is to, maybe I need to put these closer. Here, let me do this one more time. This is the first one. And this is the second one. Is to post, and I'm terrible at this, guys. I don't know why I don't just go ahead and do this. I have the pictures, I could do it, is post in your groups. Now, I don't really like to post like in 3 groups so when I come on I can see, 3 different groups of the same thing. But you could stagger it out and you could post in like I'm in the group Junk Journal Junkies. Now on Junk Journal Junkies you can't post sale ones, but you can still post pictures of your journal. You just can't put it's for sale. But they also have another place on there called the Junk Journal Junkies Boutique, which I know for a fact a lot of people shop in there and look for journals. And so if you're not selling your journal, you need to go and post it on these sale sites, and there's quite a few junk journal or craft sale sites that you could be posting these on. Let me look at my list. What else if I want to say about that? You got to watch out for the rules in the group, so don't just start posting willy-nilly all over the place, because some groups don't allow, like Junk Journal Junkies, you can't post sale ones. You can post pictures of your journal, just you can't say it's for sale, and you can't, if it goes to a YouTube video, you can't, the first thing you can't be is, this is for sale. You can say it later on or lower, and then you can't have it go directly to your Etsy shop where the listing is either. So you want to watch for that. And I try to stagger my posts too. Like I say, if I have 3 sale groups, I don't just post it all right in a row. I'll post one and then maybe a day later post another if I haven't sold it, and like that. So, but it really helps to post in your groups. You get a lot of looks at it, and the more looks you get at it, the more chances you have to sell it. So that's one. And you don't even have to, you know, have a video of it. You could just have pictures of it. I've seen plenty of journals sell off of just pictures if you have enough pictures and stuff like that, especially if you're posting in groups. So that's that one. Then my third one is, and this is especially for ISTE, it really matters what you put in your title. You have like, I should have looked it up, but I didn't. It'll only let you put in so many letters in the title, and it probably is around 100. Use up as much of those as you possibly can. And I don't know if you guys know what keywords are, but a keyword would be like junk journal, those two together, even separately. Vintage would be a keyword. Traveler's notebook would be a keyword. Lace journal would be keywords. So anyways, you want to put as many descriptions in your title as you can, because that's how people find your journals. And I don't know if you guys have noticed when you're looking for stuff on ISTE, but you put in handmade junk journal, and you'll get all kinds of digitals, you'll get all kinds of ephemera, you'll get all kinds of kits, and you won't get very many just journals. So you got to keep working on your keywords so that people can find your journals with the keywords that they're putting in. And the title makes a big difference on how people can find you. Look at other people selling junk journals and see how they stretch it out, and they put things like, I should have wrote one down. If you go to my store, which I'll have a link, you can see I have one journal up for sale there. You can see how I've made it go out, like vintage junk journal for sale, lace covered journal, tea stained paper, you know, just and to fill out those 100 letter spaces. So make your title count, and I'm pretty sure it counts really much on eBay, and not so sure it counts a lot on groups, but still people want to see, they want a good title. I don't make them as long in the groups. I just describe it like it's a shabby vintage junk journal, and that's all I do in the group. So that's the third one. The fourth one is, and this one is for YouTube. Oh, that is real important on YouTube too, because the search will pick up your title. I've proven it to myself. I can put in shabby chic journal in the keywords and not have it in my title, and it won't come up. So I got to get shabby chic journal in the title too. And you have a lot of space on YouTube to write some keywords in there too. So that's important for YouTube too. And this one is important. Use all the keywords that you have. In your ISTE listing, down at the bottom, they're called tags. In, let's see, YouTube, I think they're called tags too, but those are actually keywords. And eBay, I'm not sure, I don't remember. Anyways, ISTE, you have like 13. Use all 13 of them. You can only make a word that's like 15 letters long or something, so you have to be creative on how you do it. I don't even think you can get vintage junk journal in there altogether, so you just have to do vintage journal, junk journal, lace journal. And a tip about this is, if you look at other people's listings, you scroll to the very bottom of their journal listings, and it'll show the keywords that they used. So if you think somebody's selling pretty good, you can go look at their keywords, because maybe they have something that you haven't thought of to put in there. And I like to fill out every little thing I can. They have, what do they have in there? Attributes? No. Is that what the one is? It might be attributes. Fill those all out. Put as much different stuff in there that you can, because that all helps. It's really hard to find things on ISTE what you want, so all those little things help people find your journals. And on YouTube, it's particularly important because they have a very good search. They have the Google search, and you want to put in a lot of different ways that people can find you. Just think about if you were going to YouTube and you wanted to find something, what would you put in there? So use all your keywords that you can. That really helps. And then the last tip today is make sure the very first picture that you have that they show on the searches on ISTE and on eBay is the best picture of your cover that you can possibly get. I have even gone back, I put journals up and they're not selling, and I've decided that it was a little too dark. I didn't have the journal flat. I had it at an angle, or you could just see the side of it. And I have gone back and take the picture again, lighten it up, done different things to it, and then the journal sold, because that's the first thing that intrigues people to come in. So you got to really work at it. I mean, I've turned the journals, I've put them up like this and then taken the picture from this angle. I've laid them flat and taken it from up above. I've gotten too dark of a picture, and I've used my camera settings to lighten up. Like if you have an iPhone, there's an edit setting in your iPhone where you can edit your pictures and you can lighten them up and do different things to get a better picture. I'm sure there's other phones that have things like that on them where you can lighten them up. You can even take the picture into your photo imaging software and you can sharpen it up and lighten it up and try to get as good a picture as you possibly can on that cover, because that's the first thing they see. And also they only see it in thumbnail size, so it's important that it looks really as pretty as you can make it. So those are 5 tips that I have to hopefully help you guys sell your journals. Don't be afraid to go and try to sell your journals online. You don't even have to. It's not like required that you put your journals on YouTube and do flip throughs. You can sell journals just off of pictures. You can watch other people, look at what other people are doing, and learn different tips and tricks about how that they're doing to sell their journals. And I just thought that I've been selling journals for quite a while now, and I just thought I would offer a few tips. I have more, but I thought I'd see how this one goes and how much interest there is in it. And so that's my little tutorial for today, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday. Tomorrow is Memorial Day, and I hope you guys are able to get outside or have some picnics, or I hope your weather's good. And I want to thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day.